Wow, somebody get some juice because the bears are dehydrated. After breaking below this short-term ascending triangle here on the 4-hour chart, Bitcoin's price has already recovered after hitting about $11,100 getting back within this ascending triangle. Is Bitcoin on the short term still about to set some higher price targets? And here we go, CNN talking about Bitcoin's rally this year. Are we about to go mainstream again? The market signaling strength, and in fact, is Chainlink still following this fractal? As of today, we are still setting all-time highs. As we talked about a few days ago, we actually did get that breakout for XTZ, but is this just the beginning of a much bigger run? And as well as Bitcoin following this fractal on the daily chart, and what are the price predictions for next month, September of 2020, if it does? Guys, I have a feeling this year is going to look a lot like a leprechaun. Green. Wow, what's going on, Sporty Squad? Welcome back to an extremely Wednesday webisode. We're going to be delving into Bitcoin's price, guys. Is this drop already over? We had people screaming from the rooftops yesterday about Bitcoin crashing, but for the most part, people were aware that this is totally normal price action for Bitcoin. And as well, are we already on the way to recovering for Bitcoin's price? And yet again, are altcoins leading this resurgence, as some of them, including Chainlink, are setting all-time highs, you guys? This is absolutely absurd and absolutely green, so we have a lot to delve into in this webisode. Guys, my portfolio is looking more swollen than a lactose intolerant at a milk factory. And if you've been following along in T4 with some of these coins that I'm investing in, guys, there is no doubt your portfolio is swollen as well. 15% off with code MILLIONS at checkout for a limited time. Huge, guys, so we have a lot to delve into today. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave that like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications so you get alerted when we post a new video, and make sure to drop your comment to be eligible to win this ledger. Huge. So I actually want to start off with this CNN article, guys. You love seeing this, and there's no doubt I believe we're going to start seeing more and more articles from mainstream media over the rest of this year, and 2021 is going to be a riot. So here we have, posted by Paul Monica on CNN, a surprise safe haven investment has surged 180% since March, let alone some of these other altcoins that have absolutely exploded much past that. Bitcoin is on a tear. The price of one Bitcoin now trading above $11,500, the highest level in about a year. Bitcoin surging more than 60% in the year 2020 and up more than 180% from its mid-March lows of about 4,000. But what is driving the Bitcoin price spike? Experts say much of it is due to the weakness in the US dollar, and that weakness in the US dollar is only going to increase, you guys. Do you think the US dollar is about to get stronger? Absolutely not. It's complete garbage. The dollar has plunged in recent months on expectations that the Fed will keep interest rates near zero for years as a result of the financial disruption from this pandemic. That's why some experts are convinced Bitcoin prices will keep climbing back towards their late 2017 record highs of nearly $20,000. Digital gold for younger investors. Bitcoin's rise is the same story as gold. Investors are looking for alternatives to stocks, bonds, and the US dollar, said Will Rind, CEO of ETF manager Granite Shares. Gold is the currency of last resort, but Bitcoin has cemented itself as an alternative to the dollar as well. Business intelligence software company MicroStrategy announced yesterday that it recently bought $250 million in Bitcoin to hold on its balance sheets. Shares of MicroStrategy surged more than 10% on this news, and one expert said he would not be shocked if other companies soon follow MicroStrategy's lead and add the cryptocurrency to their balance sheet. He says here, any firm with a large corporate treasure to manage has to think more about how they allocate their assets. Zach Prince, CEO of BlockFi, said, a firm that makes loans with cryptocurrencies, this is probably the beginning of a trend. And it is a trend that did not start this year. This has been going on for years. More and more institutional investors, more and more on-ramps for institutional investors and retail investors alike, and this is going to continue. Wow, so we have a lot to delve into, and we can start off with Bitcoin's price here, guys. So on the weekly chart, the video that we made about a week ago talking about this weekly close being huge, we got exactly what we wanted, okay? Now, on the short term, if you're watching the chart every hour, this doesn't look like much, but we set a macro pattern that's very strong here. So even though this red weekly candle isn't anything really to oogle about, we've created structure that overall makes this much more bullish going forward. Now, yesterday we had a pullback and we got a bounce right at this 21-day moving average, which is right around $11,100, guys. You can see that right here. We came right here and then bounced back up. Now, this is starting to look like a fractal if we go back just a few months, similar to what we've seen. Obviously, breaking 12 and 13,000 are some of the last things we have to do on this longer term chart before we expect breaking all-time highs. But we could see this happen much quicker. We want to see if we're going to get another rejection off of 12K, but we want to approach 12K with strength. And with that being said, we do have this pattern still in play as we've re-entered it already. This ascending triangle here on the 4-hour chart. We've had 2 rejections off of 12K, But if we manage to completely hold along this ascending triangle over the next few days, this pattern is set to end within 2 weeks max. Okay, so the max this can play out is for another 2 weeks. If we continue to hold within this, guys, another test at 12K will be likely, and a break will be more likely as well, especially considering ascending triangles are bullish patterns. Even if this would have been a bull flag or a symmetrical triangle, that is a continuation pattern. So that is a continuation of our trend, which is up. So overall, this is looking very strong. A lot of people were panicking yesterday, but guys, we're really entering the part of the market cycle where it's going to be really hard not to make money. Okay, for the past 3 years, if you've been in this bear market, mainly the way you're going to be making money is through trading. That's just how a bear market works. If you wanted to be profitable, you largely had to be making trades. A bull market is fundamentally different. You can pretty much go outside, grill a couple of dogs, pop open a cold sody pop, and the next thing you know, you're up a few $1,000s, guys. That's just more similar to how a bull market works as compared to a bear. In a bear market, you could have been DCAing for the entire 3 years and not really seeing great returns. But now, over the past few months, as we're shifting into this bull market, I'm sure you're seeing a lot more returns, guys. It's going to be easier and easier to make money. The key, though, is pulling out when you need to. But overall, based on all the analysis, the technical, the fundamental analysis, guys, we're at the beginning of this, so it shouldn't be something you're worrying about just yet. But also, with that being said, guys, there will be pullbacks like we just saw yesterday. However, again, what we saw yesterday with that pullback is nothing to get concerned about at all. That was a completely normal pullback. In fact, we actually set a higher low here as opposed to 10.5 here back on August 2nd. And now we have 11.1 here just yesterday on August 11th. So again, structure looking perfect, completely bullish so far. There's no reason to be bearish yet. We're still trading at some key levels, you guys. And with that being said, we have some of these altcoins still setting all-time highs. For example, Chainlink, which, as we've been talking about for about 2 weeks now, still seems to be repeating this fractal here where we're continuing to go up. And I think we're going to be able to see a $20+ Chainlink this year easily. I think we could even see a 20+ Chainlink within the next month. Okay, guys, I think this is actually very big. I'm extremely bullish on Chainlink. You guys know that I am. Some people throwing out $1,000 price predictions for Chainlink over the next few years. While I think that's completely possible, I'm definitely leaning more towards like a few hundred. But I would not really be shocked at all to see Chainlink pass $1,000. And similarly, guys, as we talked about a few days ago as well, XTZ is breaking out of its long-term trend as well. Currently, it's about $4.40, but over the next month, I expect this to continue to go up as well. And then, for example, we have this micro altcoin, less than a $20 million market cap, OXT, which is actually available on Coinbase. This is another privacy coin that I think is actually going to have a very good run up, and I'm watching this very carefully. Currently, I believe it's up like 15% or so today. It's actually maybe closer around 20% actually. But yeah, currently this thing is 20 cents and it's available on Coinbase. I think a lot of people are going to be buying this up in this cycle as well, guys. I think there's some really nice price prospects for this coin as well. So overall, Bitcoin is breaking back into this trend. There's no reason not to be bullish at this point, you guys. We have to remember the long-term picture. And what is this? A pretty much 3-year consolidation pattern with a bullish break to the upside is what we're seeing. Okay, so even though we're going to see pullbacks, ultimately, over the next few months and over the next year, you are most likely going to be making very nice profits basically by doing nothing. I mean, you have to be invested in the market. That's like the only thing you actually have to do. But if you're invested in the market, if you've been invested, if you have some good positions and if you've diversified, it's going to be hard not to make a lot of money. The challenge is going to be maximizing and making the most money you can. Because again, why make $20,000 when you could make $200,000, when you could make millions of dollars, right? So that's the key. It's going to be more about making as much as you can, not really making or losing money. It's going to be about making more. Because again, guys, if we really are entering this 2-year bull cycle, which I firmly believe we are, then you're going to be making money most likely if you diversified, you have some good projects, and if this thing turns out, a quarter of as good as most of us expect it to. Huge, guys, as well. So make sure to drop your comment so you can be entered for this ledger. And as well, if you are interested in charting, trading, learning all of those things, following my portfolio, definitely make sure to check out T4, currently running 15% off promo with the code millions at checkout. And as well, if you're interested in trying to trade this market, only if you have experience trading prior, make sure to use the links below. They help out the channel, and you get some of the highest bonuses on YouTube when you sign up. And yeah, absolutely beautiful. Wow. Hey, bud. I got something that'll change your life, little buddy. Ooh, I got something that'll make you feel real good. I got something real special for you.
What are you gonna do to me, mister?